Show off with the mayor of Jackson, give us an update of some exciting things happening in our tradition that you started 13 years ago. We give you Daniel Mahoney. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's really nice to meet you. I don't think we've met yet.
I don't think so either. So it's
Daniel,
very nice to
Jennifer.
meet you.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you. Nice
Yes.
to meet you.
So tell me
Bart, good
everything I
see
need to
you
know.
also.
Tell me everything I need to know about you.
Well, everything in a snapshot. I am a father. I'm a husband. I'm a son. I am a dedicated community member to Jackson, and I enjoy serving people and enjoy being a part of this community. And I mean, I think that's me in a nutshell.
Nice.
Jennifer, that's about it.
How are you enjoying being the mayor?
I'm enjoying it. I really am. I promised myself if there is at any point a time that the enjoyment leaves, that means it's time to go.
Okay.
And that was my promise when I decided to go into public service and run for office in the first place. If there's any point in time where I stop enjoying the job, then that means it's time for me to stop doing it. But doing the job and enjoying it doesn't mean that every moment is happy moments. It just means that you actually enjoy the work even during the tough times. So, but it's been good so far.
Nice. Well, you're doing a great job. I'm hearing all good things.
Thank you.
Watching Jackson continue to prosper.
Yes.
What are you guys working on right now?
Oh my goodness, there's so much going on right now. I think the biggest thing that's happened recently is the last meeting we did. The city council approved to appropriate $4.5 million to the MLK Corridor Improvement Authority, which is working on economic development through that Martin Luther King corridor, which is the entrance to the south side of the city. So that corridor runs from Franklin and Martin Luther King all the way down to South Street and Martin Luther King, which is the city border, and then from Prospect and Fourth down to Prospect and Cooper, and then a pretty decent portion of Cooper that's like between that same distance. And just looking forward to seeing some of the community, what I call community building blocks, return there. Yeah. One of the main reasons that we needed that funding is to see through one of the items that citizens all throughout the south side of Jackson, and I think most of Jackson, wants to see is a grocery store.
Yes.
Which is so needed. I mean, anytime you go into like a Dollar General or Family Dollar, you see a family spending their hard-earned dollars trying to grocery shop at a Family Dollar or Dollar General, which keeps some pretty good items, and I'm not taking anything away from them, but they're not a grocery store.
It's limited.
It is. It's limited, and it's a lot of times not such healthy stuff.
Right.
There's no produce, no fresh produce, or very limited fresh produce, and no meat at those stores. So I think it's going to be nice to see a grocery store come back, and then also using some of that funding to support a fund that small businesses can pull from and apply for to help support existing businesses and the growth of new businesses in the area. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that we've done. Of course, a ton of other work going on still. The Hayes Hotel project is plugging away, and
so it's going to happen?
It's going to happen. I'm speaking into existence. I believe in speaking things into existence, okay? And I've been saying this from day one, especially after meeting the developers who are taking that project on, who after, taking several tours of the building, which is normally the point where you start getting people shying away from it, and they said, this is what we do.
Yeah.
These are the projects that we look for. This is our wheelhouse, and I think that is the case in this situation. I think Scott Fleming did a phenomenal job matching prospective investor to that particular project. Nice. Also looking forward to the Allen School project moving forward as well. Allen School is part of my history as well. I went to Allen School for a very short amount of time as a young kid, and to see that project and that building come back to life so close to so many resources around it, and that being a part of also lighting up our downtown and stretching downtown further than just the loop that we all know of. So some exciting stuff going on for the city of Jackson right now.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned Scott Fleming with the Anchor Initiative, because he went out and found people for the Allen School and for the Hayes. And I don't think we would be as far along as we are with those two projects if Scott hadn't been out looking for people.
Yeah,
and bringing them
I
here.
definitely agree. I definitely agree with that. I mean, I think a lot of times projects come down to who you have relationships with and who you know that you can bring in to look at a project. And I think it's great that we have people like Scott Fleming working on the behalf of making sure that Jackson continues to grow.
Nice.
Back to school, you have 4 little girls.
Five
Five
this year.
little girls.
And all 5 of them are going, oh my goodness.
Five
My wife,
girls.
I'm not going to cry, okay? I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry when she goes to school. This is the baby of the
The
bunch.
last of them.
The baby of the bunch going to school for the whole day.
Wow.
If I cry, it'd be tears of joy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. My wife is going to cry for sure. She's already like crying anytime she starts thinking about it. But yeah, it's an exciting year. All 5 of my girls will be going to school this year. This year marks the 13th year for the back to school bash.
Oh, that's
13
incredible.
years.
Tell our viewers what all that entails.
So it is so much. It's a huge community staple. So of course we do backpacks and school supplies. There will be free haircuts. The girls can get their hair done. There will be, I don't know if you guys have heard of Joystick Mobile Gaming and foam. They're going to do a foam party. They are going to do so much. There's going to be so much going on at this event. We usually have some musicians, which this year I've confirmed that we got Cold Blue coming. And I'm trying to get one other musician. I'm waiting to hear back from them to see if it's going to fit in the schedule to come or not. But it's going to be a good time. We always do a barbecue and give food away to everybody who comes, and we're going to have some vendors out there this year as well at the event. And it's just a huge community event. We do a 3-on-3 basketball tournament at the event where kids can either come with a team or come prepared to play and get signed up with a team or create a team while they're there to play. We get some trophies away for that. It's just an opportunity for us to let the kids let loose one last time, get some of the resources that they need. There's kids who have not had hairdos or haircuts the entire summer almost who need this type of uplift before they get back into school. So we are really looking forward to this year's event. This event is my baby, literally. This event and my oldest daughter are the same age. Yeah, 13 years.
Oh, that's
Yes,
incredible.
Daniel Mahoney started this 13 years ago. More about the Back to School Bash happening this weekend when we continue after this message.
Collins Brothers floor covering, because new carpet is like, very nice. But commercials suck. Don't change the channel, change your carpet. Collins Brothers downtown, excellent. Established in 1940.
That's before the war, sucker.
You're closer than you think to making your retirement dreams a reality with Vista Grand Villa. Set on 22 scenic acres, Vista Grand has everything you need under one roof. Independent living, assisted living, and our skilled nursing center. And now, Vista Grand Villa offers a simplified leasing program that just makes financial sense. Contact us to learn more and schedule a tour of our beautiful campus. Vista Grand Villa. More than ordinary, it's extraordinary.
It's that time of the year again. Do you have a student in need of a physical? Whether it is for your student athlete to be ready for action or your student to be ready for school, now is the perfect time to make sure their health needs are up to date. The Center for Family Health offers physicals for all children and teens. Let us make it easy to get your student's annual physical off your checklist. Call 517-748-5500 to schedule your appointment today. The Center for Family Health has been opening the door to healthcare for all in Jackson County for more than 30 years.
Vermeulen Furniture is overstocked. It's true. Our warehouse is packed. Production is back to normal and everything is arriving all at once. Vermeulen Furniture has over $2 million of new furniture and mattresses that need to be sold now. You'll save on beautiful new furniture for every room in your house. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, patio furniture, and more. Don't miss the $2 million massive overstock sell-off all this month at Vermeulen Furniture Jackson.
Hi, I'm Phil Tripp from Tripp's Collision Centers in Jackson, Lansing, and soon to be East Lansing.
And I'm Barb Tripp, inviting you to join us at this year's Civil War Muster on Saturday, August 27th and Sunday, August 28th at the Cascades.
This year's event will feature food galore, arts and crafts, historical demonstrations, and of course the reenactment battles will start at 2 p.m. both days. Join us as we remember our nation's history on August 27th and 28th at the Civil War Muster.
You know who opens drains others can't? Minuteman Sewer and Drain experts. Never hesitate to call. They can fix a problem before it becomes a bigger problem. And they stand by their name and guarantee their work. They open drains that others can't. MinutemanSewer.com.
It's that time of year again. Do you have a student in need of a physical, whether for it's your student athlete or just your student to be ready for school? Center for Family Health invites you to get a physical at one of their great locations. Let them make it easy to get your student's annual physical off your checklist. Call 517-748-5500 to schedule your appointment today. And the Center for Family Health, they're reopening the school-based health centers this year, so that's great news. The Center for Family Health, opening the door to health care for all in Jackson County for more than 30 years.
And we are here again with Daniel Mahoney, father of 5 girls. I feel like I need to give you an award to you and your wife just for that. And the mayor of our great city here in Jackson. We're just so glad to have you.
It's so good to be here. I always enjoy coming to visit with you guys, so this is very nice to be here.
Bart just asked you the funniest, well, it was a good question with the funniest answer. So 5 girls plus his beautiful wife, and we asked, how many bathrooms do you have?
I don't have any bathrooms. That's what I said. I don't have no bathrooms. I
Do you
got
have
an
like a corner?
outhouse. I have to either go outside or ask permission wherever I can make it happen.
So I love that even before you were the mayor and decided to really dive into public service, you had your community top of mind and their needs.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious because you became a father the same year that you started this back to school extravaganza. What was kind of the impetus of that?
So, you know, in my former life, I was on the path to becoming a famous rapper. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that. Can we get a sample?
Oh no, I'm retired.
Oh, okay.
I'm retired. My daughters told me I better not. So, you know, we had done so many shows that summer, you know, all over Michigan and several around Jackson. Me and some friends of mine, and we start talking about, well, what can we do? Like, we really want to do something. Like a lot of times when you perform and it's in bars or nightclubs and 18 and up venues, and we said we really wanted to do something that the community could come to. They all had kids that were a little bit older than my daughter was at the time, but we said, well, it would be nice to put something together for the community, something for the family. So it really started from the idea of doing a concert. And then you can't have a good concert without having a good barbecue.
This is true.
And so the barbecue part got added. And then we started talking and we were like, man, it would be really nice if we could do something else. So we started talking. We said it's close to back to school. Let's put some money together and get some backpacks and school supplies and give backpacks away. In that first year, I think we gave away about 100 backpacks or so with school supplies, and it was a great turnout, but the need was far larger than what we realized at that time. There was no other backpack school supply giveaway events in Jackson. You know, and it's funny because that first year, that was the biggest thing that caught my attention. The music was great. That first year we had Marcus Norris. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys know who Marcus Norris was. He was still rapping back then. So we had Marcus Norris as a performer, as well as a couple of other people, Henry Jones and some other people from around the community who were performers. But that piece was something that really caught my attention, that need for those school supplies, and remembering like us running like toward the end of the event, like, man, we're almost out. And there's still like a line of kids, like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And luckily the community helped fill the gap that year, just like every other year. But after that, I really made a commitment that no matter what, I would make sure that we continued that event and continued to put it together. And I would just make sure that I organized it, and that's really what started my passion for making sure I give something to the community.
And that's this Sunday, August 21st, from noon to 6. So where is it at?
It's at the King Center.
Okay.
Yep.
Do people need to register or just
no,
show up?
they can just show up. You know, there's no age limits or anything like that. They can show up. Any school-age child can come through, get a backpack, get a haircut, get school supplies, have a good time playing the basketball tournament. I think we're going to try to do a kickball tournament. We got a phenomenal speaker who's going to come out and speak to the kids, give them some motivation to get back in school and stay out of trouble this year. And just a great event.
Fantastic.
A great family community event. It's going to be nice.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. We've enjoyed having you. We hope the community has a great turnout. We'll look for some pictures that we can share with everybody next week, and a great kickoff to school. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, and have a good day.
You too.
Yep.
The mayor, Daniel Mahoney. Stay with us. Superintendent John Denny from Hanover Horton is up next.